Hello, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Light the Torch ceremony for the Mindful Journey. I am really excited to be here today with these amazing authors. For those of you who are new to the Mindful Journey, it couldn't have come at a better time. To be quite honest, I mean, with everything that's going on in the world, the fast-paced world that we live in, all of life's demands, and everything that we're seeing and hearing every day, it can really become overwhelming. And that is why the pursuit of inner peace and mental balance has never been more vital. The authors here that have joined me and the rest of them that are in the mindful journey have shared their tools and techniques and their systems and their strategies for finding that inner peace and maintaining that mental balance. And that is why I am so excited to introduce these authors to you and have them tell you a little bit about the book. So thank you, ladies, for joining us today. We've got Allison and Ashley, and there are 6 other authors in this book that may or may not be able to join us today. But thank you, ladies, for hopping on. Allison, I would like to invite you to introduce yourself to our audience and tell them the name of your chapter and a bit about what inspired you to share your story in the book.
Okay. Yep. My name's Alison, and my chapter is "It Started When." I'm from. I should have probably said that first. I'm from Australia, on the south coast of New South Wales. So it's 2 a.m. here, and what inspired me to write my chapter was my mental health journey through life. Saw me make a lot of decisions throughout my life that like with relationships and so forth like that, and so I wrote a book previously to this chapter, and so this was another avenue where I could help people, guide them into knowing that there's ways they can help themselves. Yeah.
I love that. You know what, Allison, I mean, so many of us can relate to that, right? That, our life happens, and sometimes during those moments, we may not make the best decisions. But, knowing that there are tools and techniques out there that we can use to help ourselves is so key. And so it's wonderful that you took time to share that with people. So thank you for that. Ashley, can you introduce yourself to our audience? Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. My name is Ashley Zeidema. I am from Holland, Michigan. The chapter of my title is called Crawling Out of the Darkness. What inspired me to write it was basically just a lot of different events that's happened in my life, and how I've been kind of coping with that, and my journey through like losses and things like that. So I just really felt like I wanted to tell my story, and hopefully that other people will be able to relate and maybe use some of the strategies that I implemented or I mentioned in my book, to kind of help them along too.
Thank you so much, Ashley. Dory, thank you so much for joining us. Can you introduce yourself, the name of your chapter, and tell us a bit about what inspired you to share your story in the Mindful Journey? Oh, you can unmute.
Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. My name is Dory McKeish, and my chapter is about resilience through reproductive challenges. And so my journey started when I worked in the financial services industry years ago. And through that experience and journey to becoming a mom, I tapped into wellness and alternative holistic healing. And so that's what brought me to being a certified health coach and certified breathwork facilitator that I am today, and sharing that gift with others and helping them heal.
Thank you so much. And thank you for being so open to share your story with everyone, because the more, so many women struggle with fertility challenges, and the more it's talked about, the more we're not just eliminating that loneliness, but also bringing awareness and generating more support so that it doesn't have to be lonely and scary. So thank you, Dory.
You're
So,
welcome. Yeah.
so ladies, just I was wondering if each of you could share one strategy or takeaway from your chapter that our audience could, implement today, or your favorite tool, your favorite tip, something, without giving away your chapter, but just share a little piece of wisdom with everybody.
I can.
Yes, thank you.
For me, I was amazed by how people rallied around me during such a difficult time that a lot of people just don't like to talk about. So I was very fortunate to have a community around me that really helped me find the tools and resources to help myself heal, and the resources to continue my journey to the point of being a mom. So that's what I'm really thankful for, and I think tapping into that and not feeling alone, I think is a great gift.
Wonderful. Thank you.
I can go. I think for me, I utilized, well, one strategy that I utilized the most has been opening my creativity and doing a lot of different, I don't really want to give it away, but what different crafting techniques and finding others that are in that situation, because when you're crafting and spending time with people, it's not so much about that. It's more about the community and being able to be open with people, and being able to kind of share what's going on as you're doing whatever you're doing in front of you. And I think for me, that definitely helped open communication, and found others that are willing to also share stories.
You know what? Actually, I 100% agree with you there. I know when my father passed away, my mom's quilting community probably was one of the biggest support systems she had. So I can see in my own life how that actually played out and worked, and was so true. So JR, thank you so much for joining us. Can you introduce yourself to the audience? Tell them the name of your chapter and what inspired you to share your story in the mindful journey.
Hello, everyone. My name is J.R. Stevenson, and my chapter is After the Outcry. And this anthology series is me a wonderful opportunity to share my story and live my truth, and to encourage women that they can overcome trials in their lives and still move on to have a happy, productive future. And I just really thank She Rises Studios for being so supportive and so positive to myself and all the women who are represented in this book.
Wonderful. Thank you. And thank you for all the work that you do helping children and the homeless communities. I love reading about all that it is you do.
Thank you.
I love it. And so, ladies, why do you think that it is so important we have these conversations around mental health and well-being? I know nowadays we're starting to see more conversations. I personally don't know that we're having enough conversations about it yet, because there are still people that are struggling and really fighting the fight alone and in the shadows. But why is it so important that we talk about mental health and well-being and have these conversations?
I think it's important because people often tend to bottle everything up, and then they find that they're struggling from within as well as without. So it's kind of having the conversation about mental health is important along with that, because they really need to be able to find people to talk to and open up with. So that way they're not fighting the fight alone.
That's so true. So true. Anyone else?
I also think that from years past, mental health has had a negative stigma attached to it. And it was kind of put on the back burner for our society. And it hasn't been dealt with properly and openly and without shaming the people that are suffering with the illness and their families, because it is a family and community illness. And if we don't focus on it, it's going to touch all of our lives, whether we are directly dealing with it or not. Um, and it needs to be a top priority in our healthcare and the insurance coverage, and addressing it from small children all the way up to the elderly. And I pray and I hope that we can all come to address it immediately when we see the signs or feel that it's something that needs to be supported.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much for saying so. Yeah, I mean, there's we are all impacted by mental health and wellness, and it's so much easier when it's met with grace, love, and empathy, right? Amazing. So, ladies, before we wrap up here, I want to say congratulations. Congratulations on becoming published authors. Congratulations on sharing your story. And congratulations for stepping up and being the people that said yes when we said, who wants to share their story and help others? Who is willing to be brave and put their story out there so that others can learn from their lives and their experiences, because it is so important. So before we go, is there anything any of you would like to add? Any comments, any suggestions, anything you'd like to share? I know Facebook Lives can be funny, but thank you then everyone for coming on this morning. Again, The Mindful Journey is out now with 8 amazing authors. You can get it on Amazon in ebook form. The links will be shared on all of the authors' social media platforms, on She Rises Studios, on mine. So please go pick up a copy. We'd love to hear your thoughts and feedback. Drop a review. Tell us what your favorite parts were, what resonated most with you. And thank you everyone for joining us this morning and helping us celebrate and congratulate these amazing authors.
Congratulations, everyone.
Yes, thank you. Congratulations.